So in order for us to translate that idea of nutation into our body, I've come up with some images to help us feel our muscles work in that way. We're first going to imagine that we have a string on our belly button, and that string goes through our body and down into the floor. And then you're going to imagine that you have a string at your sacrum. We can look at Herman here. And that string is going to go from the top of the sacrum and go forward, okay? And then you can imagine that you have two strings on the back of your legs right at your sits bones, and those strings are going to go through your legs and forward. So you're going to have the back string at your lower back at your sacrum, the two back strings at your hamstrings drawing forward, and you can connect them together in the front. And then you're going to have a string at your belly button, and it goes through your body and it pulls backwards. So you have a pull forward at the same time as a pull backward to help bring your sacrum and your ilium together in a nice snug position. So let's go ahead and take the image of that and just engage our strings a little bit without any movement, but contracting the muscles that we might use to nutate our pelvis. Okay, so take a nice deep inhale, imagining all of those strings. And now as you exhale, tighten your strings. Two strings at your hamstrings, one string at your back forward, and the string at your belly backwards. Good. And let's go again. Deep inhale. And exhale. Tighten your strings. Good. And one more time. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, tighten your strings. Good. Let's continue with this and now begin to strengthen our nutation. This movement is much more exciting than it looks. And if you can't quite get your pelvis off from the ground as you do this, don't worry about it. You just want to tighten your strings as much as you can. Eventually you'll be able to get your pelvis off from the ground, but in the beginning, just bringing the signals from your brain down into the muscles that you need to strengthen will help to get those muscles to begin to fire up, okay? So let's flex your feet. Make sure your heels are touching down so that your knees are not hyperextended. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, tighten your strings, and now lift your pelvis off from the ground. It doesn't have to be high. And as you're here, Malia's doing a great job. You want to keep your ribs down and your belly in at the same time. And lower down. So that's your string pulling backwards. Deep inhale. Exhale, tighten your strings and lift the pelvis. Good. If you start to feel discomfort in your lower back, make sure your knees aren't hyperextended and you may need to lower your pelvis a little bit and lower down. And again, exhale, tighten the strings, lift the pelvis and lower down. Don't forget to smile, ladies. This is easy and fun. Take a breath and exhale, lift the hips and lower down. And exhale, lift the hips and lower down. And exhale, lift the hips and lower down. You all look so beautiful. Two more of these guys. Exhale, lift the hips and lower down. And one more, exhale, lift. Now let's have a little fun. We're gonna pick up our right leg and try and cross it over our left ankle without dropping our hips while we do that. Excellent. And now put your right foot back down. Keep your hips high. And pick up your left leg, cross it over your right. Keep your ribs connected, your belly up. Make sure your sacrum is nodding forward and bring your left foot back down. And cross the right leg over with a smile and bring it back down. And cross your left leg over and bring it back down. And slowly lower your hips and rest. Great job. Upside Down Pilates is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Honolulu. We offer solo, duet, and trio lessons, post-rehab conditioning, small group equipment and mat-based lessons, comprehensive teacher trainings, and anatomy and biomechanics classes. All of our teachers are comprehensively trained by Lisa Orig and certified through the Pilates Method Alliance. Scheduling and payment is easily accessible at www.upsidedownpilates.com or call us toll-free at 1-888-751-6950.